Pittsburgh Steelers fans and AFC North fans. The homies at you once again on a Freaky Friday. Is it a Freaky Friday, Big G?
Yep.
Look at the tag.
Yep,
Look at the
absolutely.
tag.
Where the tag at?
Wait, right here. There you go.
Oh, okay. Your name bar tag. All right.
That's right.
So how do we determine if it's Freaky Friday or not?
Did the sun rise?
That's facts, Peter. That's one
Friday?
of the biggest facts ever. Yeah, there you go.
Every Friday is a Freaky Friday.
And you have an opportunity.
You're
every
doing
Friday.
it right.
Yeah, you have an opportunity to be freaky every Friday. An opportunity.
Okay. Well, man,
not saying it is, but it is an opportunity.
Thanks everybody in the live chat for joining us. The homie B Dirt running through the jungle. Mr. Matrix himself. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Claude Bishop.
Hey, did he cut up on Wednesday? Did Claude cut up on Wednesday?
No, he ain't really cut up, man. He ain't do too much.
Yeah,
he got put in the Matrix one time because he said something. We said that was Matrix worthy, but he ain't shoot his regular.
Okay, yeah. All right. He must have just been waiting for me. He must have just been waiting for me, man.
Jay Steed in the building. Mm-hmm. The double salute to Afton, the chat general.
So you see, that was without prompting. That was without. So that was without prompting. No.
And I always think about your both ways.
No.
Listen,
absolutely not.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know we're gonna get into dissecting the games later. I don't want to get into any of that, but the buzz in Pittsburgh is better than it's been in about 2-3 years, man. Tickets for this game, I haven't seen them like this since Ben retired for show.
Wow,
hey,
that's about about 3. Ben last year was 21.
Listen,
hey, you want to get in the 800 sections? You got about 700 a ticket.
Wow.
I got my extra headphones for the streets because I've been in the streets, man. And when I beat her, you ain't never lied about how the buzz about this game. There is so much. And you know what is happening with it? It's like the rivalry from the old school days has been renewed. And Baltimore Ravens is talking big cash. Big cash money, bro. They talking.
You know, it's their offense talking because the defense ain't been saying nothing.
My boy Dangerous gonna throw for about 350. But we'll get into it when we get to that game. Christopher Hockenberry, Pittsburgh Toddy, Luke Cage in the building, Mean Green in the building. GT, what's happening? Mother Afton, thanks for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the live chat, man. I'm sure it'll get it lit.
Yep, they getting it lit up early, man. We got about 50 that's fell in so far, Tate, but I think I got a sneaky suspicion by the time we all the way, revved up, it's gonna be about 100 in here, 100 plus, man. And y'all share it with a friend. Let's get it jumping tonight, man. Let's get it jumping.
That's real good on a Friday night, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new project coming, man.
Really?
On FFSN.
Mm-hmm.
I got a call. They asked me to put something together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put something together, man. Once, and we had a meeting on next week. And once that's together, I'm gonna reveal it to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Smith, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So Pay having technical issues per usual.
The big fine. The big one. Straight up fine.
That was the landline too.
Absolutely. It shook like an old grandma phone. One of them dial-ups. That's
rotary.
Shook, bro. Yes. Hey man, I think all of us are old enough to remember the cord that stretched all the way throughout your whole house, man.
Oh yeah.
That's what that phone sounded like. that sounded like when you down in the basement and on the phone, because the cord is from the living room all the way down to the basement, man. Yeah,
Big G.
Yeah.
Guess who I got on the phone, man?
Who?
Oh, guess who interrupted the pod?
Probably Sweet Tea.
Pay.
Close.
No, the only cat who y'all know better to say something to for interrupting the pod.
The homie cat to get hands put on him for talking too much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what's up, Ron? What's happening, bro?
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, what's happening, bro? What's that? I know his voice from anywhere. He can say one word and I know exactly who that is, man.
Yeah, he said yeah, because he know how it's always been.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
But
I'll lump y'all head together like the Three Stooges.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're gonna finish this show. While I had you on the phone, let you say what's up to the homie Big G.
Man, that's what's up. Y'all take care.
Yeah.
All right,
yes,
man.
sir. All right, bro. What's up, Pay?
What it do?
What's happening, guys? It's fight night, allegedly.
It is fight night at 8:00. Is it
I
on?
thought they got an undercard though. I thought they got an undercard.
Oh, they got
Something
undercard. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Yeah,
I'm
I think there's 4 total.
watching. I'm watching the Cavs right now.
I call it pomp and circumstance. You might call it an undercard. I call it the pre-show.
Yeah. Pay, who you got?
Who do I have to win this thing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Big
Yes,
G.
sir.
Finding.
I have everyone losing.
Everybody losing.
Justin Conway, what up, man?
This is a fool's money.
I got Iron Mike too, Rob.
It's rigged.
This is a fool's money bet.
We're gonna talk
rigged
more
fight.
about that on overtime and 10 after 9. So hey, man, we about to jump to the intro and take a quick break. So, guys, when the intro is done, just give me about 10 seconds.
You got it, bro. You got it.
If you watching on YouTube, you know we're not going nowhere. If you listen on audio podcasts, be it Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you listen, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your audio podcast, we have to hear a few words from our partners, pay some bills, and we right back after this. And we're back on the That's Rather Cavalier. It's not. I'm thinking basketball because I'm watching the Cavs be able to pull on the Homies podcast on a Freaky Friday night. You gonna find me for that? Yeah, you find yourself right now because you talking with mute on.
I said fine, and I got the fine, and you got the fine.
We're 8 minutes and 40 seconds in. I'm the only one without a fine so far.
Oh,
We got to pull it together, guys.
just wait, bro. Just wait. The fine is coming. The fine is coming, man.
But yeah, man. So this is a big weekend in the AFC North, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got the clash between the Steelers and the Ravens. Big G and B Dirk already alluded to the high level volume of people that want to get tickets to this game in the Berg. For those of you just watching or don't know or new to the podcast, the homie B Dirk lives in Pittsburgh, but he's a Bengals fan. So, you know.
Behind enemy lines.
The Bengals got a big game, man, against the Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
You got Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert. You got
two teams on the just in and just out playoff picture.
Right.
And the signature win between these two teams is the Chargers beat the 5-5 Broncos. These teams have not beat anybody with a winning record, just 500.
Wait, the Chargers beat who?
The Broncos are the best team they've beaten. The Broncos are 5-5.
Yeah.
Neither team's beaten anybody over 500.
Okay. So we got a super chat from Luis D.
Yeah.
Thanks for the $5, Luis. Expect Queen to have a big impact on this game and also to have insight for the team on how to attack the Ravens.
I got something for you when we get to the point with the Ravens and the Steelers, man. Because I done watched over the last several days a whole bunch of all 22 film. I done figured something out. So I'll let you know in a minute when we get to the Steelers and the Ravens.
All right, yeah, man. So let's jump into those big games. We're going to get to and break them down and go on. But right now, we're going to get to the Shedeur Sanders Bowl.
Facts. Straight up Shedeur right there, boy. That is Shedeur Sanders all day and night.
Teams already jockeying for playoff position. Nobody should want to win this game between these two teams.
Yeah.
I mean, but so the fact that they got to play and somebody got to win, what we think about it?
Man, I think the Saints, man, for whatever reason, they find how to play well when they shouldn't be. And it's been like that all season. They started out 2-0, and then they went on that streak where they just got their head busted week after week after week. And I think they got tired of being talked about. And I think the Boo Birds was coming back out, and they was going to put the bags on their heads again and call themselves the Aints. So it's like, we got to just give them a crumb. But you could definitely tell that the New Orleans is in the Shedeur Sanders Bowl, without a shadow of a doubt. So I think that for that reason and that reason alone, the Saints will probably win this game. Probably. But, it doesn't matter. Either one, they both scrubs. And Cleveland's got to mess around and play us or Tate on Thursday night. So they, they can't spend all their energy because they'll make their season if they try to beat us on Thursday night. So
what look at what the homie T. Riley said, man.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful. Tie a 17-17 tie and all whatever else. Oh Lord, here we go again. The Matrix General Tate.
Claude Bishop in the building. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Claude. Mm-hmm. We got B Dirt and Pay are low-key Steeler fans. And Big G, I like the new show with Brian, not trolling, but Joe Burrow is a serious MVP candidate.
That's facts.
Joe Burrow, you can't win the MVP if you. What is it? They 4-6 right now, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, you at least got to get into the playoffs to be an MVP.
That's facts.
We're ninth right now in the.
How was that not Matrix worthy?
That Joe Burrow is an MVP candidate?
Nah, that's the first part. That's
serious. Well, yeah, first part definitely, but serious MVP candidate from what, the 9th position in the standings.
Man, Joe Burrow could put it together because he's got the numbers.
No. Ken is totally different. No.
He's already got the numbers. No, he's already got the numbers. All he's got to do is start winning.
The numbers is only part of the conversation.
Correct. He got to win.
Low key, y'all forgetting about somebody though. A non-quarterback that went off last night.
No, yeah, Saquon is in there too.
Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon in there too. But Joe Burrow could put it together, bro. Joe Burrow could mess around and win 5 and 6 straight and be right there. And they talk about
Big G. Mm-hmm. And this to be there too. Them Bengals scare me, man.
Man, they scary, bro.
I like wanting to lose to the Chargers, and that's just hate. Mm-hmm. Because the closer they get to making the playoffs, the more dangerous they become.
Yeah, Joe Burrow for real, dog. I mean, you put some respect on. It's just they ain't got no defense. But listen, let's go back to the Browns game. Claude got us off a track.
They got Joe Burrow and Jared Goff have the same. They're tied for 6 right now in MVP race.
That is facts. That is big facts. That is big facts.
Jared Goff should have fell off a little further than what he is then.
Lamar Jackson is minus 110.
Yep.
Claude, I'm not sure you deserve that, the Matrix trip, but you don't even feel like you part of the show unless you get it, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. That was actually one of the best comments Claude has ever made.
What new show you got?
I feel like that should be the red herring right there. If G feels like this is one of the best comments ever,
yeah,
that means it's Matrix worthy.
No, that's not. No, that's
Pay. I'm asking Pay. Is that what you saying, Pay?
that's exactly what I'm saying.
no.
Big G.
Yeah.
You was kind of king of the hot take, man.
Man, Joe Burrow, you just admitted yourself. Joe Burrow is scary.
They got to make the playoffs.
And could Joe Burrow win 3 and 4 or 5 in a row? Yep.
He can.
Yep. He sure could.
He ain't gonna tackle nobody though. That's the problem.
That's facts too.
I want to remind you all what you all were saying about the same team and same person in September when it was 0-3.
Hey.
But it wasn't because of him. It was still because of the defense.
Yeah.
How many yards did he throw for in week 1 against the Patriots?
A whole lot.
No, he didn't.
He was trash. He was trash first week. He was trash for first week or two. He was trash.
220 maybe, something like that.
Yeah. But the last 3-4 weeks, he didn't rev that bad baby up. He didn't, man. That boy is dangerous, man.
Pay.
Yeah. What's going on?
How can the Saints win this game?
By being better than the Browns. Which, I mean,
do you think they're better?
No, absolutely not. I don't think that's saying a lot either, though, because the Browns are terrible. The one thing that the Saints have in their favor is that they can possibly run the ball, even though that's kind of skittish. They go lapses where they forget that they can run the ball. They do have it working in their favor also that David Carr is back. They have that one game under his belt now with the win last week. So they have the momentum going in their favor. But as far as being the clear-cut better team against Cleveland, it's a toss-up. Both teams are not good at all.
Man, I remember when the Saints was 2-0 stomping their first 2 games, man. We thought they had me ready to change my Atlanta pick to win that division after the first 2 weeks. And they did straight dumpster juice at Big G, dumpster juice.
The main thing is too is I think they traded off Marshawn Lattimore. So the more I'm thinking about it, even though I know that the Saints should beat them, Chris Olave and concussion protocol traded off Marshawn Lattimore. Nah, Cleveland.
And last week was one of the best games they've played without those guys.
Yeah, but they played a
Olave was in there for a hot second. They were playing a team that was better than the Browns.
They beat Atlanta.
Yeah. Didn't they knock what you call it out the game? Yeah, because he's not playing this week. Kirk Cousins. Michael Penix Jr. is scheduled to make his first start for Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Kirk Cousins got hurt. His back is messed up. His arm is messed up. Yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't more buzz about that.
I need to see this because that is
Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is first on the depth chart.
Yeah. I saw in fantasy football he was playing. He was questionable, but he said he was playing.
That's line altering, G. Let me look this up.
Yeah, he hurt, man. I'm serious.
Hey, thanks, Danny Littlejohn, for the $1.99 super chat. Danny says Steelers by 10 points against Baltimore. Ooh. Here we go.
Kirk Cousins, right elbow, right shoulder, limited practice Wednesday, full practice Thursday, Friday.
Oh, so he's ready to go. But I know he's hurt, though, so I don't know if he's going to hang the whole game.
He's hurt.
Go sit in the Matrix, G.
No, he was hurt. I mean, that's legitimate. Last I looked, he was hurt.
No, hurt and injured. Go sit in the Matrix.
Open the door. Open the door for him.
You know what? It
I bet
don't
Paul
matter.
got a butler over there.
I got the backdoor keys to the place, so it don't even matter. I can get in and out anytime I want to.
Whoa.
I can get in and out anytime I want to.
Yo.
You do.
All
You,
right.
No Diddy.
you do.
No Diddy. You got to chill.
Not no Diddy. I can get in and out. Anytime I
Oh,
want to.
double down on it.
I got the
Like
keys.
Well, you should have said that first.
I said it in the whole phrase. I didn't stop. I didn't pause.
Hey, well, wait,
Like, oh God,
let
what
me-
did
let
I
me-
say? No.
We paused you.
Allow me to go to the committee. Pay and B Dirt. Was that Diddy worthy?
Yes.
Super.
Okay.
That's garbage.
Even after it said
Lock
that's
it.
not better, G.
Lock it. The feds are going to raid your crib and lock you up.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Massive freak.
What is it? Who police TV and video and stuff like that? The
FCC.
FCC. They
The future farmers of America.
No,
hey man, you know I don't know that kind of stuff. Another super chat from the homie Danny Littlejohn. He says, fellas, does it make sense for the NFL to add an 8th team to the playoffs with them possibly going to 18 games and having the top 2 seeds with buys?
they will once they add 18 games. They're going to go put another team in the playoffs. It's money.
It is money. You're right about that.
It's money.
And I used to like the two teams having a bye, seed 1 and 2, but that was when it was like what 6 teams though.
I think the Players Association is fighting the fact of them adding that extra game though. So I think that's going to be litigation because they really don't. Because really, if you add a game, you're not getting any more money on your contract. So now you're having to do more for less money. So there's where the fight is.
They already accepted more work for less money on this last CBA. So I mean,
That's facts. That's facts. But another one,
But they got a higher cut, didn't they? Didn't they go from 48 or 49 to 51?
no, they didn't.
Nope.
the middle class players, they got a pay raise, but the lower class and the Tom Brady's of the world, they didn't get no extra money.
So, but it's more that might be the incentive to get into the playoff because the playoff checks are different than the regular season and all whatever else.
Less.
Yeah, they compare based on your contract, but that's like getting a bonus. If you win a playoff game, you get that extra money. You still get your game money, and then you get extra money for winning the playoff game.
You don't get a game check for the playoffs.
I don't know. I don't know all the ins
Because
and outs.
you right now you get 18 game checks during the season. Then when the playoffs come, I mean, if you win, you make more money if you win and keep advancing. But like you don't get just another game check.
But that bonus money is nice though.
I'm sure they'll work.
Bonus for a wild card team is 41,500. Bonus for a division winner is 46,500.
Mm.
And then
Conference
championship 69,000.
Ooh, yeah, give me that bread. The extra, just play around money because I'm winning. Yeah,
that's $160,000. People like them quarterbacks like Dak probably making about
Brock Purdy gets paid in bonuses.
probably like
facts.
$4 million a game.
That's fact. But what B Dirt said is facts. He gets paid, and a lot of them youngsters and rookies, they contracts ain't swole up like that. So when you give them an opportunity to get extra bread, take full advantage and get your money, man. Get your money. If you get that's why a lot of it's also because the salary cap issues, but that's why a lot of teams press when they got a rookie quarterback to try to get that run, man. Because normally you got a rookie quarterback, you got a lot of rookie guys around them that ain't on contracts. Once you win big, then the teams breaks up. And you got this guy wants this money, this guy wants that money, and then there go the team. So
we'll save who we think gonna win the Brown Saints game for the Pick'em show. So
facts, yeah.
On homies overtime. All right, let's go to the Chargers game, man. Bengals got to travel out to SoFi. As we see, this one has playoff implications. The Bengals got like a light schedule the rest of the way, don't they? After this game, well, they got to play Baltimore and the Steelers, so I won't say light. But the other games are winnable. They play the Broncos. They're in the 7th place, right?
They're done.
Listen, man, they just been in the middle of the pack schedule wise the whole year, and they're still there. The one thing I've enjoyed about this game is it got flexed to Sunday night, and most people in Pittsburgh lost their damn minds about that. That was pretty fun because they thought that the Steelers and Ravens should have been flexed to Sunday night, which I get. I think it's a better game, but you know, it's the third time I'm having a conversation about, you know, this is the Bengals' time where they can turn it around and beat a team with a winning record. And okay, do it then.
But yeah, they need to do it. But see, CBS wasn't going to get that game up.
Yeah, that's facts. No way, Jose.
Yeah,
no way, Jose. They're giving up that game. No way.
So people in Pittsburgh need to pipe down, pump their brakes.
Yeah.
But
if it's a sellout, do you get it on local TV in Pittsburgh, B-Dirt?
I don't know. I haven't turned local TV on in years.
They don't black out games in local markets. That's the games they play. Because Pittsburgh come on KDKA every week on CBS.
I know they do in Cleveland. In Cleveland, they do. They try to get people to that stadium. They'll black it out.
They don't sell out.
Yeah.
But maybe you're right. Maybe they do.
I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. You know.
Do we think Pay's fancy quarterback Justin Herbert is overrated, or is he good? He's not better than Burrow.
I think he's good.
We can agree on that, right?
Yeah, I think he changed though too, based on Harbaugh. You know, because the old coach Staley was, you know, relying on him throwing the ball vertically and all whatever else, and the new system. Harbaugh literally took his system from Ann Arbor and sat it down out there in Los Angeles, right?
He took his defensive coordinator. He took his strength coach. He took it. Yeah, he took a lot of people with him.
Yeah, so they run. If you watch the Los Angeles Chargers and you watched Michigan in 2023, it's the same team.
Always very much a pro set too.
Yep, they run a lot. They are determined to stick to the run. They are not going to go away from the run to save your life. They're just going to keep running and keep running and keep running and keep running. And it helps Herbert. It does. It actually helps him.
Yeah, and he'll still throw. He'll still have 25 to 30 passes attempts. Like, it's not like they don't pass the ball, but they pass it off of play action, and all that stuff has helped him. I really think if they get another weapon or two in this draft, I think they're ahead of schedule right now. The Chargers are. I think they get another player or two in the draft to help him out. Another, get a little younger on that defense and a little more depth. They're going to be tough the next few years.
B-Dirt, I can tell you a player they probably already done circled the wagons on. The tight end out of Penn State. Because that's a Harbaugh. That's a Jim Harbaugh player. A dynamic tight end that can catch the ball.
Warren, last name Warren, ain't it?
Yeah, they done circled the wagons on him. They're gonna figure out how they can get him, because he'll help them a lot. But their style. Greg Roman is the offensive coordinator. Ain't that his name, B-Dirt? That was at Michigan, and now he's out there with the Chargers. Yeah, Greg Roman.
Jesse Minter is the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Greg Roman. To be honest, I like the way he calls games. I really do. Because what he does is he sets you up sort of like how Shanahan sets you up off the run. And then once she gets, they just don't have those killers on the outside. Lad McConkey and the Johnson kid out of Texas Christian University is what they got. Well, once they get a killer on the outside and a tight end in that system, Yeah, that's going to cause problems.
So
And
neither one of these teams have beaten, like I said, have beaten good teams. But when you look at it, you got a wide receiver leading the Triple Crown right now: receptions, yards, touchdowns. You got Burrow is up there 1 through 3 in all of the things for quarterbacks, all the stats for quarterbacks. But then you go over to the other side. You know, you're talking about a Chargers defense that was 24th overall last year. They have the number 1 scoring defense, a top 5 passing defense, a top 5 rushing defense, and the fourth most sacks in the league. Now, I don't know if you've watched any Bengals games, but Burrow runs for his damn life.
Yeah.
So it's a weird matchup to me. But it's one of those things. The Bengals keep getting nods and lined up for prove-it games. And this is basically their last chance. So this is a matchup where can Burrow and Chase and those guys on offense. T. Higgins is back, scheduled to play this week, which is big.
Oh, that's going to help them. Yeah.
Orlando Brown Jr. is still questionable, which is also big. But can they go out and can they prove it that offense is dynamic enough to be good enough to win against a great defense? To be continued, and this is the last chance they get to prove it. If they don't prove it this week, now their only solace is they get to ruin some seasons.
Yep, and they're in the Travis Hunter Bowl. They're in the Travis Hunter Bowl. They don't want Shedeur, but they're in the Travis Hunter Bowl. They're in the Travis Hunter. Figure out how to get Travis Hunter. Yeah, well, Travis Hunter might go 3 through 5.
Right, 3 to 5. But do y'all think Herbert is better than Andrew Luck was?
No, absolutely not. Andrew Luck, if he would have continued to play, Andrew Luck had a gold jacket written all over. And Andrew Luck was nice, man.
I agree.
He was nice, man. That dude was really good. So I just think, moving forward, I think that you're going to see it might be addition by subtraction with Justin Herbert, and that could actually stretch out his career because Harbaugh believes in this kid, man, and they're going to build up the team around him to not put it all on him. Where Stanley was the coach at the Chargers before, it was all on Herbert. It was Herbert or bust.
I do want to circle back on something here. The NFL and the CBA, in 2021, when they went to 17 games, went from 47% profit share to 48% profit share with a potential of 48.8, depending on media revenue. So they 2%. Did get more money in the pot too.
Yeah. So they might go up a little bit, once they if they renegotiate for another game.
If they go to 18, they're going to ask for 50%,
and which is fair.
Which I think is definitely fair.
Yeah, fair. Give me half the pot.
And they gonna get an extra bye.
Which is fair.
A two bye season, 18 games, and 2 preseason games. I think easy peasy.
They already got 2 byes in college, so they might as well. College got 2 byes.
So the Bengals versus the Chargers, I think I anticipate that being a really good game. I don't mind it being Sunday night. It has some meaning to it. But Pat, you want to say anything on this game, man?
I don't remember Andrew Luck being so different from what we see out of Justin Herbert to this point. But we do need to investigate why Justin Herbert has failed so far out of the elite conversation that he used to be in before the injuries piled up on him and he just got forgotten. But as far as this game Sunday, you're right. It's about time that either one of these teams actually proves what is said about them. The Chargers, if they're good, they haven't beaten anybody that we also think is good. They've beaten the
Broncos.
The Broncos are they good?
They're in the
So
playoffs right now.
5-5. So I don't know if that's good or not. It's equal parts good and bad. Same thing for the Bengals. I've been saying since like, hey, starting 0-3 is not a death knell. You can still make the playoffs, and I believe in the talent that they have, the elite talent. They can make some go on a run. They can win 4 out of 5 at some point in the season and get into their playoffs. Hey, it's about time they prove it. About time they prove that they can handle some business. This is one of those games. I don't think the Chargers are overwhelming. They are a slow tick type of offense. They do want to run the ball. So if the Chargers can speed them up a little bit, make them have to put the game on Herbert's shoulders, it can play into their favor.
Yeah, the issue I have with that, BJ Hill questionable with a knee. So do we look at that defense without him in there in the interior? Is it going to be a repeat of that New England Patriots game you referenced earlier, where they just smash the ball? We can't do anything about it, and they just control the clock, put us behind the 8 ball. We play catch up the whole time. That's the concern I have.
Hey, B-Dirt, remember they used to use the terminology? I can't remember what announcer used to use it. He used to say they matriculated the ball down the field.
That was the coach from the
that was Merrill Hodge.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
nah.
Matriculating it all the way down. Matriculate 18-play drive. We matriculated it down. 18 plays, 77 yards. Oh my God!
I know they better get it together. I don't care who's out there. If the Bengals want to start making the playoffs, they got to start winning games. Damn, who's out there?
I ain't mad.
Yeah, they can. I think they can lose one more game and have a viable shot. But they 4 and 6, 7 games. But they need to go 6-1. Yeah, and that means beating some good teams because they play the Chargers, play the Steelers twice, the Ravens one more time.
No, they're done with the Ravens.
Yeah, they are done with the Ravens. They are done with the Ravens.
Hank Stram was the original keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
Yeah. 17
plays. B-Dirt, tell him, man, I always got to be right. Big G know about that one. But, hey, so I think Pay taking up for Justin Herbert because that's his fantasy quarterback. But
stick up for him.
Not for long.
Jared Goff's going to have a great week against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Update. Fantasy football update. Big G has dropped to 11th place.
Yep.
B Dirt is 5th, 1 spot out the last playoff spot. Pay is 2nd, behind your boy, number one, this guy. So, that's the fantasy update for us guys right here. B Dirt got a good chance to make it in. Big G is back. My brother's in 12th place. So them guys are done. We'll see you next season.
Yep.
Claude.
Try to win my other league.
$5 super chat. Thanks, Claude. B Dirt, your Bengals GM. Your top 3 picks in what position? Stop hating, Pay. Number 39 picks and number 8 off twice on Sunday. What are you talking about?
I don't know that.
What's that, Pay?
Number 39 picks off number 8. That would be Fitzpatrick picks off Lamar Jackson twice on Sunday.
But how am I hating? I mean, what does that have to do with me?
Because you're a resident Baltimore guy.
Yeah, but if I disagree with that, that makes me a hater.
You always disagree with it though.
I would do not think Lamar's gonna throw 2 picks to Micah Fitzpatrick. I would think he would learn his lesson from the first
one. But man, you'll never show the Steelers no love, man. You said the Bears are better record.
There's enough love given to the Steelers. More it's enough love on this show for the Steelers.
Just try to keep the pendulum even a little bit on our side, man. That's all we're doing.
Got that time coming, boy.
Listen, let's answer the question for Claude. Hold on, Claude.
Huh?
What do you think? 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 What this is real simple. Depending best available first round out of these two positions, defensive line, whoever can get pressure on the quarterback, edge, or if it's extremely talented defensive tackle, I would look at that too, or cornerback. If I can get one of the top two corners, I'll probably go that first and then try to get edge in the second pick. And then our third pick, I go offensive guard.
Sounds like they circling the wagons around Will Johnson or Jenkins or Graham. Sounds like the Bengals is circling the wagons about a Michigan.
We got Jenkins. You're talking about Graham. Graham.
Yeah.
Listen, there's some boys at South Carolina that you keep talking about.
Oh yes, sir. Sir.
I feel like Graham. I don't know if he's got the upfield burst that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's really good against the run, but I mean, we may end up going outside just because if we don't have pass rush right now from Trey Hendrickson, who's questionable with a neck injury for this game, we don't have pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to get somebody that's dynamic rushing the passer wherever that is on that line.
Makes sense.
Hey, so we about to jump to one more quick break. You watching on YouTube, stay with us. You know we're not going anywhere.
Thanks for the super chat, Claude.
Yeah, thanks, Claude. I thought I said thanks.
You probably did. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, we're gonna jump the break real quick. Our audio listeners, we have to again pay a few bills, and we'll be right back after this. And we're back on the Homies podcast on a Freaky Friday night. We talked about the Shedeur Bowl. We talked about Burrow versus what's his name? Justin Herbert versus Herbert. Now we're gonna get to the one with AFC North and playoff implications. That would be the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Big G, I'm gonna start with you first, man. What do we think about this game, man? What are your thoughts?
Listen, as much as I hate the Baltimore Ravens, I couldn't actually hate on them without doing a film study. So I took the last 48 hours and I've watched a lot of cut-ups, a lot of reels in all 22, and I watched the full game all the way through in all 22. I wanted to sit down and watch the Bengals game in all 22, and I saw what I think is a winning formula. However, I got to be honest, this will be the best team that the Steelers has played all season. This team by far is the best team that the Steelers have played. Saying all that, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw 3 plays that the Baltimore Ravens run very successfully, and they run it out of numerous sets. Lamar Jackson hits Andrews on a L route, or what you call a 7 and out. Either way, left or right, on the right hash, left hash. He throws the outside quick turnabout or comeback route to Bateman, and the quick turn or comeback route to Flowers. And he hits whatever receiver is on the inside slot position to the wide side of the field on L routes all day and night. But they run those plays out of multiple sets. So and then if the play breaks down, Lamar scrambles and they run a scramble drill. And Lamar scrambles to his left about 60% of the time. So seeing what I saw, and if I'm able to do it, I know the Steelers did that too. But what makes him good is he's successful with the scramble drill. So that's the issue for the Steelers. Can the Steelers slow that down? Because I think Baltimore, defensively, Baltimore can get had. Baltimore's defense ain't like that, bro. And without Hamilton probably not going to play, nah, they ain't like that. They ain't got killers like how they've had before. So I think can we legitimately understand how to attack Lamar Jackson? Because in those same sets, I'm telling you, they'll run. It'll look like Lamar's going to run that same play set, and they'll hand it off to Henry. And they run a run scheme that's where they flood the zone, left or right. So what that means is the tackle steps, the tight end steps, the guard steps, and they flood the side. So they get past hat on hat. They're in an area versus being a hat on hat as far as player. So they'll run that, and it'll look like it's a pass for Lamar, and it's not. It's actually setting Henry up. So it's a task. It's an assignment, Tate, for the Steelers. It's a task and an assignment to shut down Lamar, because he's the key to the whole win for us. Is what do we do against Lamar Jackson?
Pay, your thoughts, man.
As of 3 hours ago, Kyle Hamilton is off the injury report. That is your second stint in the Matrix today, G. So let me.
I didn't check 3 hours ago, but 3 hours ago was still an injury.
You had 48 hours to watch old film. Couldn't check the injury report before you said something. I got you. I got you, Tate. So let's see. You're right. The Baltimore Ravens secondary can be had this year. They've given up as I said on Pump Your Brakes, filling in for G. Shout out to Mrs. G. Happy birthday. The Ravens secondary is giving up an average of 101 quarterback rating to every quarterback they've played so far. That's good quarterbacks and trash quarterbacks.
They're getting up 294 yards a game, which is like the fifth worst in NFL history to date.
Yeah, I mean it's for the era that you're playing in. It's not whatever the case. They haven't been good. That is the key. That is one of the keys to the game. I think another key would have to be is in the trenches, as you always see with these two particular teams. It's whoever's toughest. Derrick Henry is having a historic season as well for himself, even though to go along with all the other historic seasons he's had. If he could have his way, expect Baltimore to have their way. Expect Baltimore's offense to have their way also.
Well, I saw a stat today when Derrick Henry carries the ball 20 times or more for his career, including with the Ravens. He's 35-8.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. That's facts. Wins a lot of games.
Yeah. On the same side of that, same argument, if the Steelers can, I'm gonna use Hank Schramm's word, keep matriculating the ball up the field with a combination of passes to the tight end and running the ball with Warren and Najee, and the Baltimore Ravens can't figure out how to get them off the field, then they're gonna win this game. Speaking about the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, tight ends that the Baltimore Ravens use. They're in 13 personnel a lot. That would be the key. That's another key. The Steelers are very good at defending those tight ends. Mark Andrews has had a touchdown in 4 of the last 5 games. He's starting to turn it on for Lamar Jackson. Is that a ditty? No, it's not really a ditty. But if the Steelers can contain Derrick Henry, which goes without saying, it would be the toughest thing. That's the number one thing they're talking about in those front 7 meeting rooms, wrapping up and knowing when he's getting the ball, making sure he doesn't get his he's not getting downfield or getting downhill, whatever, right? But second thing is making sure you know where Todd Heap, Mark Andrews, and the rest of the tight ends. You want to keep those seams contained. You want to make sure Lamar Jackson has to play outside the hashes.
It just came to me. Paid the third tight ends that dude. Ain't his name Kohler?
Yes, Kohler.
Okay.
I said Todd Heap.
You know the deal is with Lamar too, man. And this is what Pittsburgh has to do to Lamar. When they get to him, they have to put him on the ground. Lamar shakes a lot of tackles, man. And I'm talking about people will have Lamar dead to rights, like literally putting hands on him, and they're unable to successfully put him on the ground. The Steelers, because they're going to get to him, but when they get to him, they have to put him on the ground.
It's not bad for some.
Say
not bad for somebody that's 202 pounds, right, G?
Oh, absolutely. That's big facts. That he's elusive, maybe a little bit more elusive.
Yeah, I think that was the point. That was the point.
But they got to put him on the ground. They have to, because that's why I watched more than the Bengals game, but like the focus was because that was the first time I saw all year outside of the Kansas City Chiefs game, which was the first game, the teams were actually able to get to Lamar consistently. So I was watching what they were doing, and I was like, man, they had him dead to rights. Just put him on the ground. So that's the deal. And I think Derrick Henry, like with the 35-8 stat you said, Tate, is yes, but the key to this is stopping Lamar, man. Hit Lamar.
I see you gotta stop Henry first. You gotta stop that sledgehammer, man. You gotta shut that down, make Lamar one-dimensional.
I think Lamar can beat you.
You mean the offense one-dimensional?
Yeah, I would much rather take my chances with Henry. I would much rather take Lamar can beat you, man. Lamar can beat you fast too.
I think, I mean, you're both are right. I think both can beat you. They've won games without Henry being a actor, and they've won games with Henry being everything. You know, to which point why they're both in MVP conversation, some more than others, and they're both having historic seasons. I think the Ravens, this is their time, right? If they want to do something big, and I'm not going to put too much sauce on this regular season game. I don't want to, double dip the chip, or whatever you say, right? But if they
get up,
that's not a dip.
That's
no,
man.
You're reaching, G.
You know what double dipping the chip means? You putting too much dip on the chip.
Eating salsa. Eating salsa.
He didn't say nothing about no salsa.
That's where you double dip your chip. There, guacamole.
Exactly.
He didn't say it though.
That's exactly what I said.
Exactly what he said.
I don't want to put too much emphasis on this game.
Great guacamole and tequila. You gotta know your people.
You talking about me or you, B?
You. Both.
That's correct. I do love guac.
The answer is yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. I'm just saying I don't want to put too much emphasis on this game from a Ravens perspective because they have their sights on something a lot larger. But if they do want to announce to the world that they are here and ready, and in fact, they want to announce it to themselves, this is the type of the game that you got to win. You know what I mean? This is another team that's looking you eye level in standings and toughness, and they're right next door to you. They're your rivals. You have to want to win this game, and I know they do.
Your boy Pay, Nick Wright. He had some numbers today on First Things First, or whatever. What's this show called? It is First Things First, ain't it?
I thought it was Speak. No, that's a different. I don't know. I have no idea.
That's joy. And terrible Paul Pierce sweater wearing self. But now he had a thing where Lamar Jackson is 63 and 15 against everybody because he classified big games as his games against the Steelers, his games against the Chiefs, and his games against in the playoffs games. He's 4-11. A 15-game sample size. He basically was saying Lamar chokes up in big games as far as, pressure games. Like, he's 10-2 against Joe Burrow. Yeah, he'll beat Josh Allen. But when it comes to Patrick Mahomes or the Steelers and playoff games, those big games, 4-11.
There's some facts to that.
Yeah.
There's some facts to that. And I think I read somewhere too that when Lamar is the favorite against those teams, man, that makes all the difference in the world too. So who's the favorite going into this game?
Baltimore.
The Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
That's we talking about that Wednesday too with the disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, disrespect. Pittsburgh beat them over 7 out of 8 times. Tomlin up on Harbaugh 19-15 in matchups. I mean, every metric you measure says the Steelers are typically better than the Ravens against each other.
Do you guys want to go into a deep dive about how they come up with and why they come up with spreads?
They do not. They don't.
Spread ain't got nothing to do with how teams match up or who's going to win what or blah, blah, blah. It's about how much people, the public, are putting money on the games and where it goes.
Be careful, B.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. You're right. But listen, what I was going to say about this.
But you can check out Pay Dirt.
Well, we didn't do Pay Dirt this week. We'll get into that later. So it was my fault. I got stuck in traffic. I got stuck on a bridge. Liberty
It wasn't
Bridge.
your fault.
What do you want me to do?
It was the traffic's fault. Get better infrastructure in this country, damn it.
I don't even know how you could get it in Pittsburgh. But my thing is this, right? The Ravens have to win this game, or else they're going to turn back and look at that Raiders game earlier this year as a real bad loss. Like now it's a bad loss, but if they don't win this game, it's a real bad loss. What I think this game will come down to is this season, Lamar Jackson's done a much better job when he rolls out of the pocket. He's not just taking off. He's not just looking to run. He's keeping his eyes downfield. He's hitting targets downfield.
Facts.
The Steelers have had a tendency to get some flags, get a little handsy on defense. So when those players break off their routes and go to a different direction or whatever, do the Steelers make that play or do the Ravens make that play? Because if the Raven makes big splash plays or big pass interference calls, I think the Ravens pull out this game. If the Steelers make those pass breakups or interceptions, I think the Steelers win the game. I think it's going to be a very close game, and it's going to be all predicated on how their defensive backs of the Steelers and safeties play those off schedule plays against
scramble drill. It's straight scramble drill.
Well, I mean, just real quick before we get out of here, I think I agree with what you said, B-Dirt. I'm just going to the Steelers on offense. I think George Pickens has a big game. Maybe not as big as Jamar Chase had, but it's there for the taking. You know?
I really just want to see what weird thing George Pickens does this week because that's fun.
He wild, man.
Tate.
Will he drop an elbow on somebody this week?
Right.
He was WWEing at that bad baby last week, boy. He grabbed that dude. It was like, bam, slammed him fast. Hey, Tate, over under Rusty throws for 300.
I'm gonna say under by a little bit. I'm gonna say he got 280.
Yeah, I think he's gonna push that 300 bar, bro. I think he's gonna push it. The Ravens can be had on deep passes all day and night. And I dare them to put that little midget.
29, didn't he?
I dare Baltimore to put the midget on either one of Pickens or Williams. Put Wiggins, the little bitty fella, Wiggins, whatever the dude that got a Clemson. He ain't ready for prime time.
FCC,
put him one-on-one.
Hey,
put him one-on-one.
The FCC and the fans are going to raid your house.
Big G, odds on Russell Wilson passing for 300 yards are 5.5 to 1.
That ain't bad.
Plus 550.
That ain't bad.
For him to get 275 or more, Tate is plus 280.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's incredible value, which means it's not
Unlikely.
Yes, very unlikely. That's what he's saying.
But I think Rusty's gonna Mike Williams, Pickens, Move. Yeah, it might get ugly, bro. And I promise you, Baltimore better not come out of cover 2. If they come out of cover 2 and they blitz Rusty and miss, somebody's scoring a touchdown. They better get him.
Well, yeah,
they better get him and put him on the ground.
That's the game plan. To get the run game going and hit hit the play action. I think we got Russ throw a better deep ball than Lamar Jackson, and we got better 50-50 ball wide receivers than Baltimore do. Baltimore got them jitterbugs.
Yep.
Zay Flowers, Bateman.
Yep.
I mean, they do have their tight ends, but Pittsburgh does pretty good. And Patrick Queen gonna be on one this week too.
Tate, last thing I need to tell you, how they distribute the plays between Peyton Wilson and Orlando Roberts is going to be key for Pittsburgh's defense too.
Yeah.
Have they done enough film study to understand the percentages are super high for Baltimore to be running the ball? And if that's the case, Roberts has to be in the game. But when they're passing with those 13 sets,
Roberts is starting now. I mean, he's playing more snaps.
Right, but it's critical for him to be there on those rundowns and distances, right?
Yeah.
But when they go into those 13 and they start passing the ball, Peyton Wilson is going to be huge concerning covering Andrews and covering Likely. Yes, absolutely. Him and Cam Sutton and Beanie Bishop, as far as our defense is concerned, are like the three keys. Beanie, Cam Sutton, and Peyton Wilson on covering their tight ends.
All right, man. Everybody get out of here. We can get into a little more of this on the overtime broadcast. We're about to go there now. We actually might be a couple minutes late, but it's scheduled for 9:10. It's 9:06 right now. We'll be there by 9:12-ish, 9:13-ish. But so yeah, if you watching on YouTube, just jump on over to the homies overtime. We're gonna be talking about. Hold on, I thought I had it. I don't. Right here. On overtime, let me remove y'all real quick. So B Dirk's leading the show. We talk about a number of topics. The Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight, our NFL pick'em weekly show. B Dirk, you got the numbers caught up?
Oh no. So I was going to do it on Wednesday when Pay and I did our show. We were going. I'm not kidding. That Pay has some of the weeks. I have some of the weeks. We got to put them together. I got stuck on the Liberty Bridge for over an hour.
Yeah, man. I know how that is. Not the Liberty
It's Pittsburgh,
Bridge.
man.
That don't sound like Liberty to me.
It's not Justin.
Pay hate the Steelers so much he hating on the city and the bridge and the infrastructure, man. That's a true Ravens fan. They hating on everything about Pittsburgh.
Even Yinzers hate on the bridges and the tunnels around here, bro.
That is facts. That is big facts, Peter.
It ain't been the same ever since Bane blew it up.
Hey, man, well, we're about to get out of here and jump on over to overtime, man. Thanks for everybody in the live chat and that gave a super chat. We appreciate you. Gavin asks B Dirt, does Pittsburgh have awful traffic?
Absolutely. Some of the worst I've ever been in.
And you've been in DC traffic.
It's up there with DC, Chicago, Boston.
In Boston, because infrastructure is poor too, is old.
Boston has one-way streets that are about as long as my driveway. It's crazy.
Hey, see, Claude out the majors again. Great show as usual, gentlemen.
He can't fit in the matrix. There's G's in there all day.
No, I had the keys and let him out. Get out of here. I had the keys.
Hey, man, so we about to get on out of here, man. Pay. You know how we end the homies, man.
Arrest Brett Favre.
We still trying to get Brett Favre arrested.